Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the second season of Bojack Horseman. Now, originally I had plans to do season 2, but took a little longer because of doing my other film and other reviews and trying to focus on other things. Now, 2 years ago I did review season 1 and finally got around to doing season 2. Now, season 2 was released on Netflix back in July the 17th, 2015, with a total of 12 episodes. And the premise of season 2 is meant to focus on Bojack Horseman, who's now got his big starring role in Secretariat. And you can kind of tell Bojack wants to kind of put his life back on a new direction, and after listening to a sort of motivational tape, he tries to go with this upbeat attitude that isn't really him. And you can kind of tell Diane and even Todd and Princess Calorin even start to notice that Bojack's kind of putting on a fake mask. And we kind of see how over the course of doing the filming, Bojack kind of slowly becomes his old self again, and kind of realizing that he isn't really happy by putting on a mask to feel happy and all that. We kind of see how Bojack kind of, in the first episode, reverts back to his old horsing around days without realizing that Secretariat is a different game changer. And over the course of the series, we do see how Bojack ends up meeting a young female owl known as Wanda, who woke up from a 30-year coma. We see how, because of every woman talking about the book, we see how Bojack unintentionally rushes things, and you can kind of tell he starts to kind of realize that maybe him and Wanda don't really have anything in common. As you can kind of tell from the ending of episode 2, when Todd's Disneyland got caught on fire, we kind of see how Bojack's slowly realizing that he is rushing things with Wanda, and it kind of becomes clear that Bojack only needs Wanda for companionship, and Wanda not really realizing that Bojack isn't exactly like her. And of course, we also do see how Diane is given the role of character consultant, but instead has to look after people who are tripping over wires. And over the course of the second season, we do see how Diane wants to do something big and epic, and you can kind of tell there's signs that Diane is doing things more for herself. Like, you can tell when, after Todd says about helping Becca, you can tell she kind of sees this as a golden moment to do something big and epic, not only for Todd, but for herself. Or when you've got the episode Hank After Dark, you do see how despite Diane's best intentions, she makes it her personal mission to stop Hank Hippopotamus, who's meant to be a version of Bill Cosby and other sort of big-time celebrities. And we do kind of see how Diane slowly goes from being the voice of reason to her downward spiral, as, keep in mind, the point of season 1 was meant to show the facts of Diane's home life. And I think as soon as Sebastian meets Diane, it becomes clear that Sebastian St. Clair has no concern or care for anyone, and is just using people as a big marketing tool. And you can kind of tell Diane does see the signs of this, and slowly goes into a more depressed state. And of course, we also do see how Secretariat is given multiple reshots, different castings, and kind of different takes. And you can kind of tell that one of the directors, Kelsey Jennings, who's voiced by Maria Benford, is annoyed and at the same time does try to keep things under control, but it becomes clear that Kelsey is annoyed with the kind of reshots and that. And you can kind of tell Bojack does see her potential, And you can tell Bojack does want to see Kelsey's work coming into full emission, until a certain moment costed Kelsey a job, which has a different director taking over who can't handle criticism. And of course, we do see how Charlotte comes back into Bojack's life. And of course, this is the moment where you can tell Charlotte does let nostalgia cloud her judgment, believing Bojack is still the same person, and after something that happens with Wanda, ends up going back to Charlotte, which doesn't exactly go as planned due to Bojack and Charlotte letting nostalgia cloud their judgments. And we do see how Mr. Peanut Butter does try to be supportive to Diane, but it becomes clear that their marriage is slowly windering the honeymoon phase. And we do see how Mr. Peanut Butter is given a new game show, which he stars with Daniel Radcliffe and Bojack against each other. And we do see how Princess Calorin does try to kind of form a new agency with one of her co-workers, and it becomes clear that Princess Calorin is annoyed with the ungrateful behaviour of the people at her old agency, and of course decides to form a new one. And I think the premise of Season 2 of Bojack has a bit of a message that despite your attempts to change your attitude, the point really of changing yourself is by properly realizing your mistakes, questioning your actions, and slowly being able to give back. I think the point of Season 2 is, despite listening to a motivational tape, and despite having the book's success in Secretariat, the second season is just the second half of Bojack's journey. It's him kind of slowly realizing that he needs to kind of properly realize his mistakes, and him trying to finally move on from things, and not trying to let people forcibly let him give back. The point of giving back is doing the right things, and being able to do things for the right reasons. And I think for the most part, I think Season 2 really does kind of try to be good, but there are some wasted potentials. But I think, to me, Season 2 does show a lot of aftermaths, like, Herb's death, which implies to be suicide, and we do see how the Penguin publisher is now working with Wanda, who is now working with them as TV heads. And we do kind of see, we also do kind of see the starting points of Season 3 with Jill Pill, Bojack's other TV show, and so many other things. I think while Season 2 is the stepping point of Bojack's journey, as Season 1 was only the start, Season 2 is more of the second step. So I think the season deserves a thumbs in the middle. It's kind of okay, kind of alright, but not really that great. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.